Right off the top this midday, we have breaking news to share with you and live pictures of the mess from our cameras with VDOT.
As we told you about an hour ago when we broke into programming, every large truck going through the tunnels at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and Monitor Merrimack along 64 are being inspected. Now, state police say they received a call in around 7:30 this morning that prompted the inspections. And so this has now been going on for more than 4 hours, and you can imagine what that has done to traffic.
You're looking at the cameras right now. The HRBT seeing some incredible backups. 6.5-mile delay right now, westbound 64. If you're trying to make your way toward the peninsula through the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, we've got almost equal delays on the Hampton side of the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel past the 664 interchange. So 64 at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel is jammed. You can see here from Chopper 10, we're looking right now at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and the backup here again on the Norfolk and the Hampton side. Big delays on 64. As you can see, it's moving, but again, as Don had just mentioned, every large truck, it sounds like, is being inspected. We're also hearing about delays at the Monitor Merrimack Memorial Bridge Tunnel, especially northbound. Southbound, not as much of a delay, but northbound along 664, we're hearing about 2.5-mile delays if you're heading toward the peninsula.
Now, these pictures don't show much of a backup, but it's the backup before you get to the bridge where you're going to run into the problem. And that can affect you if you are heading out right now, that's lunch hour on the south side trying to get to the peninsula, or actually the other way also, on the peninsula trying to get south side, on 664 Monitor Merrimack, or on 64 eastbound to Norfolk and Virginia Beach.
We do have a reporter on the scene. Reporter Aaron Kelly has more. Aaron, where are you right now and what are you seeing?
Okay, we are 664 westbound. This is before Monitor Merrimack, and we're out here at one of those inspection stations. There are actually drivers of some of those vehicles over here on the guardrail. They are waiting right now because Virginia State Police is inspecting their vehicles. There are some of those trucks that have been stopped. Some of them have been out here for more than an hour. We did talk to some of the drivers. They told us that they understand the situation, that you have to take this threat seriously, but again, they're increasing the patrols. They're inspecting commercial vehicles. We've also seen dogs out here with police going up to some of those vehicles, and it's not clear, how far this goes back. But again, these people have been out here for an hour or more, and all of them seem to understand the importance of taking this threat seriously. We are going to be getting more information from the Virginia State Police in a little bit later, but again, we're still trying to find out where this threat originated from and why these commercial vehicles in particular are being looked at. For now, we are live in Suffolk. Aaron Kelly, 10 on your side.
We have a question for you, Aaron, if we can just hold you, and while we look at shots from Chopper 10 right now over the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and looking over to the Monitor Merrimack, the backup where you are right now, how far is it? I'm sorry, we apparently lost there.
I'm sorry, I'm going to need you to ask that one more time. How bad is the?
Yeah, no, it's
how bad is the backup?
Yes.
Let me give you a look here. There's some more vehicles coming up here. That these ones must have just been given the all clear. So there are more vehicles behind them. And over here you can see one of the police dogs that have been out here checking out these vehicles. But I mean, it has been pretty much stopped since we got here a little under an hour ago. The next group of trucks being flagged up here for inspections.
Every truck is being inspected that wants to pass through the tunnels at this hour, and is causing a tremendous problem for anybody wanting to use the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel or Monitor Merrimack 664.
If you're just joining us, welcome to Wavy News 10 Midday. We broke into program just a little bit early to share this with you. You're looking again from Chopper 10, live pictures there on the I'm not exactly sure what side this is, but this is the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, and this all stemmed from a call, according to Virginia State Police, that came in at 7:30 this morning. Virginia State Police receiving a phone call, a threatening one in nature, that concerns us and concerned Hampton Roads authorities. And as a precautionary measure, state police are on heightened alert to increase patrols and commercial vehicle inspections throughout Hampton Roads. And as a result, Large trucks is what it seems like. They are being inspected at the Monitor Merrimack and the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And you're seeing from the view of Chopper 10 some really big delays for those folks on both sides of 64. Heading toward the peninsula, westbound 64, we're hearing about delays extending all the way to Little Creek. It's a 6.5-mile delay.
Wow.
On the other side, on the Hampton side of the HRBT, at least until 664. If you're looking for alternates, southbound 664 is not a bad one. So once you hit that interchange and you're trying to make your way towards Southside, take the Monitor Merrimack. Don't take it northbound, but take it southbound. The James River Bridge, northbound and southbound, we checked the cameras earlier. That appears to be moving smoothly in both directions. Here you see, again, over at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, trucks are being stopped. And as our Aaron Kelly reported, they're waiting quite a while to get those inspections and then get on their way.
And you see how police are doing that. In this case, they're using the specially trained canines for sniffing for anything unusual. And if they alert, of course, police will do a more thorough inspection. Now, this is causing nightmares for traffic, especially the commercial trucks that are trying to make time to get to their destinations, and they, like everyone else, is just going to have to bear with it while these checks are done. As far as we know, the state police, as you can see, have taken this threat very seriously. We have not been told the nature of the threat or if they found out who made the threat. Waiting to find out more about that.
You're exactly right. You may be wondering what is the nature of that threat, and we don't have that answer right now. We are working to get information from Virginia State Police, and we're hoping that those answers will be forthcoming at some point during our midday show.
Now, we have our full newsroom working on this right now. You just saw moments ago shots from Chopper 10. Aaron Kelly is one of our team of reporters on the ground right now, checking traffic and seeing how drivers are affected as we wait to get information about the nature of this threat and how it's being addressed at this hour.
We understand we can send it out back to our Aaron Kelly with some new information. Aaron, what are you seeing and hearing right now?
Well, the Department of Homeland Security just arrived, and we have been seeing more vehicles getting inspected behind us here. This is an inspection station. We're 664 westbound, just prior to the Monitor Merrimack. And we have been seeing those dogs from the Virginia State Police checking out these trucks. Across from us over there by the guardrail, we see drivers who have been waiting. They have been told to get out of their trucks while these inspections take place. Some of the drivers that we talked to out here earlier have been out here for more than an hour. The traffic, we know, is backed up all the way to northbound 164. Again, Virginia State Police have increased the patrols. They are inspecting commercial vehicles. And, you know, the drivers that we talked to out here earlier said they understand, particularly on today, the anniversary of September 11th, they understand the importance of the state police taking this threat seriously. We are going to be talking with someone from Virginia State Police later this morning and hope to get more information about this threat and where it came from. Again, you can see back there, those are the dogs that are walking with police, checking out all of these trucks, and they're doing it one by one. And then we've seen the trucks, once they get approved and cleared, they go on their way. But as you can imagine, this is a very big backup, a lot of drivers that are going to be stopped for several hours until this is cleared. But these are some more drivers across the way here who have just gotten out of their vehicles, waiting for those inspections. And that's what we've got right here for you. We'll send it back to you.
Aaron, thank you very much. As you're seeing here, again, a view from Chopper 10, not much movement, and these folks may be here for a little while. Good advice, if you know of anyone who may be needing to travel to the peninsula or south side through the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, or maybe take 664 toward the peninsula, tell them to take another way. Tell them to take 17 northbound or southbound at the James River Bridge. We've checked that. Likely it'll get a little bit busier as we head into the afternoon, but for folks who'd like to keep on moving, take 17.
And if you're just tuning in, here's what's happening. We told you about an hour ago as we broke into programming that every large truck going through the tunnel at the Monitor Merrimack and the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel is being inspected. You know, we learned from state police that a threat was called into them around 7:30 this morning, and that has prompted the inspections. And so that has been going on for at least 4 hours now.
Security officials are on high alert. It is September 11th. Folks are just taking precautions right now. Our Erin Kelly is there at the Monitor Merrimack, and she just mentioned that Homeland Security just showed up at her scene. Folks there, some of those big trucks have been waiting for more than an hour.
And if you're planning to use the alternate route of Route 17 going through, let's see, Portsmouth on into Suffolk, then across the JRB into Hampton and Newport News, you can probably expect delays there because I've used that before when trying to avoid these two tunnels. And along Route 58 through Suffolk, where the 2 lanes bottleneck into 1 across 2 bridges, you're going to be backed up. So if you're planning to use Suffolk and Portsmouth to get to James River Bridge, there's the James River Bridge. If you get to the bridge, it's looking pretty good. Congratulations. But getting to it may be challenging for you, so you may try to get an early start if you have to get from south side to the peninsula.
Right. I mean, at least it's clear right now along 17. The alternate is right here at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Again, the view from Chopper 10, you can see the dogs are there on the scene. Folks are not moving. And here's what the latest that we've heard. We're going to try and continue to get more information on this. But your backup, if you're trying to head toward the peninsula, westbound 64 at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, we're hearing the brake lights start around Little Creek Road. That's 6.5 miles, a delay if you're trying to make your way toward the peninsula through the HRBT. The other direction, we understand that it begins at the 664 interchange. The good news here is once you hit that interchange, don't take the HRBT, but you can take southbound at the Monitor Merrimack Memorial Bridge Tunnel. Southbound 664, that looks much better. Northbound 664 at the Monitor Merrimack is also a bottleneck, a 2.5 mile slowdown right now to about the Western Freeway.
All right, let's check back in with our Erin Kelly on the ground right now. Erin, tell us again where you are and what you see and the new information that you have.
Okay, we are northbound 664 at an inspection station, and the trucks that were just here behind us have all been cleared. So now we are waiting to see if there are going to be more pulled up here. There have been Virginia State Police out here with dogs inspecting each one of those trucks individually. Yeah, it looks like here comes another one coming our way. We talked to some drivers out here earlier who had their trucks inspected, and I asked them if they knew what was going on. They said they didn't. When I told them about the threat, they told me, that they understood the importance of taking this seriously. Some of them have been waiting more than an hour to have those trucks inspected. Homeland Security is also out here. They arrived a short while ago. And right now, it just looks like they've got another vehicle coming up here to be inspected by police and by one of those dogs. And it's going to be like that until they clear this. Now, we understand that this has caused traffic to back up as far as northbound 164. But again, we are 664 northbound just before the Monitor Merrimack at an inspection station. And that's what we have right now. Obviously the situation is changing minute by minute here. We've just seen Department of Homeland Security show up, and there again have been police out here with those dogs searching each one of these individuals. The drivers have been told to get out of their vehicles, and they have been waiting over off to the side while police go through each one of them. So we'll send it back to you.
Erin Kelly reporting live for us. Thanks very much. We're going to continue to check back in with you throughout this hour. You were mentioning a threat, so we're going to dial back and just share with you what happened, what prompted all of this, and really the mess at the HRBT and northbound 664 at the Monitor Merrimack Memorial Bridge Tunnel. It started at 7:30 this morning. According to state police, they released a statement, and really that's the only word we've had so far about what is going on. As far as the threat, they received a phone call, a threatening one in nature, concerning the Hampton Roads region. And just as a precaution, Virginia State Police, they're on heightened alert. It is September 11th, and as a result, they've increased patrols and commercial vehicle inspections throughout the Hampton Roads area. And we understand that that means at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and the Monitor Merrimack Memorial Bridge Tunnel, large trucks are being inspected. As to the nature of that threat, that's all we know. We haven't heard anything else from Virginia State Police, but we do hope to get more information at some point during this hour. And
we have the full newsroom working on this story this midday. We're going to take a break right now, and when we come back, we'll check back in with our Erin Kelly out at 664, where trucks are being inspected there, also at 64. More of our coverage when we return.